Student loan forgiveness is essential for economic justice. Is the opposite of the American dream the American nightmare? Imagine doing everything right, getting good grades and ACE and SAT scores to be accepted into a college with the belief that higher education would be your ticket to a better life. You're working full time, yet struggling to buy groceries, medication, or even keep a roof over your head. This is the reality of millions in the wealthiest country on earth. At the root of this crisis is one overlooked culprit: massive student loan debt. Student loan forgiveness is not just an act of compassion, it's an economic imperative. It would reduce financial strain, combat record homelessness, and free up capital for people to invest in housing, small business, and retirement without costing taxpayers in a net sense. Take a look at the facts. Currently, student debt is between $1.62 and $1.75 trillion, spread amongst 43 million Americans, presumably middle and lower class. The average is $38,000 with payments of $515 a month. Given that the average rent is around $1,700 in the US, $515 in student loans is not feasible. Every tax-paying citizen should be able to afford to pay for their student loans comfortably with a reasonable salary, while also being reasonably housed and fed. But the opposite is the case. Homelessness has been on a steady rise due to the increase of the cost of living. We currently have 1.3 million high school students classified as homeless. Education should not be associated with homelessness and instability. It's important to note that while many are spending thousands on education and a better life, the return has been short. Most graduates make the same entry-level salary because employers value experience over education. This means that new grads are under more pressure because student loan payments begin at rates that take up more of their salary. Between the ages of 18 and 34, 1 in every 3 adults are living at home with their parents. That means that people are not buying houses, they aren't even able to buy cars, as the payments are similar to student loans. I personally know many people from my generation that have been forced to live with family or to have multiple roommates. I find it unacceptable that we reward our citizens with debt and exhaustion instead of the progression that they work hard for. Reducing the interest rates and the payment amounts would allow more adults to pursue adult life and invest in the economy in the way that previous generations have. Countries such as Germany, Finland, Denmark, and Norway all have free tertiary education and robust economies. This proves that the economy will not collapse from investing in education. The collapse here is inevitable at the current rate of cost of living in education. New Zealand implemented a fee-free first year and saved their citizens $194 million. Incentives like these would send more graduates to higher education, but the financial pressure and sense of doom coming from younger generations is truly causing a national mental health crisis. Certainly, some would argue against this point, stating that it would give tax credits to those who don't need it. They might also say that it won't solve the rising rate of tuition, which spirals into more student loans. Both points are true, however, we mustn't punish those who have already borrowed money. In the same way that medical school and education degrees have a stipulation about loan forgiveness, the same can be done for the middle and lower class. In conclusion, student loan forgiveness isn't just about helping individuals. It's about stimulating the economy, reducing mental health strain, and restoring faith in the American dream. It would only open the doors for millions to finally move out, buy homes, start families, and invest in their communities. That's not a handout, it's a reset. I urge lawmakers to pass legislation for giving at least $50,000 per borrower and pair it with reforms that prevent future debt traps. We can't afford inaction. The opposite of a dream does not need to be a nightmare. Let's renew faith in the American dream together.